PartyPoker.net Aussie Millions. We're at the Crown Casino here in Melbourne, Australia. 5 players at our table. Barry Tompkins, Michael Koenig telling you all about it from down under. And Kenna James has been working this table, and particularly working Nenad Bedic. He is now our chip leader by 300,000 chips.
You guys won't believe me if I raise.
9-8 from Bedic. Neary with a queen 10. Neary's been very quiet, but whenever he gets involved, he seems to win.
He's in the small blind. Certainly could raise here. He just decides to call. Lets Joe Reyna see the flop for free.
And here is the flop. Pair of 8s and a 3. Check, check.
First guy to bet here wins, Barry. Simple as that.
Reyna's just not been able to get involved. And there's a check and another check. And ace of clubs. Checked it all the way down, and Neary will take it.
Glad I didn't raise my 8.
Not exciting, but effective. So Neary, as we said, every hand he gets involved in, he seems to win. He's really hanging right in there.
I have fun in this game.
It's a great game.
As long as I don't dust off a $250,000 like I did to you downstairs. You want to change for that?
Looks like Kenna James has a little attitude adjuster in his right hand. We'll see if it affects his ability to do things other than deliver monologues.
Here's a hand that Reyna can get involved with.
Bryce.
See if that scares everybody off. Reyna's just not.
You know
the best
what?
of
I've
it.
got a decent hand. Most people would call this hand, but you haven't won a pot in a while, and I think every man deserves a pot.
I haven't got a lot. That's something.
That's my name hand. I usually, Kenna James, KJ, I usually do well with it and against it.
Kenna James noticed that Joe Reyna has basically been completely uninvolved, so when he opens a pot, you've got to give him credit.
Let's see the chip stack of Kenna James. Not this time. Bedic a deuce 9. Bedic is just not in any kind of a rhythm right now. He's going to play 18,000 on the button, and he's going to get contested.
Neary's in the small blind, the worst position after the flop. He could change that with a raise. Instead, he just calls.
Joe Reyna with a jack 7 will call.
Cool.
And what I mean by that, if Neary would have raised there, he probably could have put an end to the hand before the flop. Now, 3 players are going to see the community cards.
And here they are. 4 queen king, a pair for Neary. He'll check it.
Now Bedic showed strength before the flop. Will he make a continuation bet to try to continue to sell the hand? No, he says, my story's over. I'm not telling any more fibs.
3 of spades on the turn is of no consequence to anybody. Now Neary looks as though he'll bet this.
Joe Reyna has a flush draw. It's only the 7, though. He'll have to fold. As will Bedic. I mean, Bedic has nothing but a hand that you want to take down to the blackjack table.
Yeah, that's true. He has not been running well, and he does. He lays it down, and Neary will take home yet another one. So as we said, Neary, he doesn't get involved a lot. When he does, he seems to win. So Neary is just hanging in the pack as he has most of this event.
Playing with some of these top-notch poker players in the world, it's pretty surreal. You see them on TV, and you see them in the casino, and it's just crazy. But everybody only gets 2 cards, and everybody's got to play 2 cards, so you just hope to cut down on the edge.
And we're coming back. Welcome back to the PartyPoker.net Aussie Millions. Before we get back to the main table, we're going to take you to one of our outer tables, a little bonus coverage where Sam Youssef is all in against Jeff Seeley. And Seeley's sitting pretty here with a set of 5s. And that is going to do it. Youssef will be retired, and he'll get a paycheck, $25,000 and change. Not bad. He'll finish in 18th place. I would think he's got to like that.
This is the first time I play tournament in the main event, so I'm normally a 5-card stud player. But I'm very happy with the result.
As well he should be. Wins $25,000. Normally a 5-card stud player. That's pretty good. Couple of new faces at our main table. Antonio Esfandiari, and he's got $452,000 in chips, as you see. And Kathy Liebert is riding high at $641,000 chips. Strong table now.
Yeah, this table has just gotten very serious. Kenna James, who has been steamrolling the competition, is going to find a couple of roadblocks in his way.
Joe Reyna
Right.
going to raise with a king-queen. Raises $20,000. Kenna James calls.
Kenna James doesn't believe in a million years that his 8 high is the best hand, but he's trying to take advantage of his position and his chip stack, trying to flop something juicy.
Jack 8 queen. That helps Reyna.
James has picked up bottom pair, but if Reyna shows
40,000.
40,000 is the bet from Joe Reyna.
good value bet there. Kenna James has so many extra chips. He's going to call, hoping to spike a 7 or an 8.
It's a 5 on the turn.
Wow, and now James has a flush draw as well.
I'm all in.
And Reyna in that situation where there's really not much choice here. He's all in. He's got an edge, but James does have, as you said, that flush draw.
152,000.
152.
So it's going to cost
152.
James 152 to try to win approximately a 300,000 chip pot. Getting 2-1, as we can see, he's worse than 2-1. So mathematically, it's not the right call.
Got at least 14 outs, so I got to call.
Well, actually, Kenna James has 13 outs because one of the diamonds is in Joe Reyna's hand. But a lot of ways to catch up here. James will need a diamond, an 8, or a 7.
So he does have his chances here.
Oh,
A
it is
7.
a 7. My goodness. Joe Reyna eliminated on the river.
Wow, and all he can do is shake his head and say, what are you going to do? And another great pot for our chip leader. Reyna, 25,000 and change.
Not that bracket over.
You ever lose?
No.
Well, Kenna James is not losing now. There's no question about it. He is our chip leader. 16 players remaining. We started with a field of 418. That's a wrap for us for this time around from Melbourne. For my partner, Michael Koenig, I'm Barry Tompkins. See you next time.